Finally figured it out. Finally figured it out. So I need to let TME TV know. And yes, I am the bad word. But I'm fashionably the bad word. Late. And I apologize. I've been on the go. I've been trying to hurry. I need to get gas. Lord have mercy. But I know how to do the horizontal as far as how they've changed it with the iPhones, I guess, or YouTube or whoever. I don't know who's at fault on that. Come here, Tootsie. Come on. Up here where they can see you. Everybody's waiting. Been waiting on me. I know I'm running behind. Running behind. And I need to go get gas. Hey, Jimmy Spencer, what's up, buddy? Hey, Zeke. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I know you like to be petted on. Sit right there. Hey, Leslie. She's saying hi. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody while I was looking away. No, I hadn't. Yeah, I'm fashionably late, the bad word. Run a little behind tonight. Hey, John Esper. Hey, Jeff and Tootsie from you know where. Yep, Columbus, Ohio. I'm definitely not at Pigeon Forge, and this is definitely not the beach. But I'm at home. But I will show y'all the newest, latest, greatest thing, I guess. I haven't been to it yet, but I'll flip the camera around here in a little bit and show you. I know y'all want to see the star of the show first. Hey, Pam. How's Pam doing? Hey, AR. I know. Sit right there. See it. See it. I don't have to pet on you all. No, see it. Okay, Jimmy wants me to give you a hug for you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come. Yeah, I know. Oh, Jimmy wants me to give you a hug. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, Frank Carter. There they are. The star of the show. Yeah, I know it. I'm the bad word tonight. Running a little behind. Fashionably the bad word. John says, I have both my cataract surgery, or I have both of my cataract surgery is done. Yeah, I saw that on Facebook where everything went good for you, John, and I'm glad about that. Hey, Dave C. Perkins, hope you had a good, yeah, we did. We did. We kept all that mess, you know, off my aunt's mind, and we all had a real good time. We really did. We had a great time. A lot of stuff we did, and so much that I can't remember it all. Yeah, I know. Anyhow, I'm gonna flip it around so y'all know the latest, greatest thing that's here. Are you gonna sit right there? See it. See it. That way they can see you. Yeah, I know it. I can't get caught up on chat. I don't have the other phone with me, and they're all chatting away right now. I'm getting behind. Hey, DJ. Yeah, Leslie's already guessed it, so I'll go ahead and flip it around. There's the latest, greatest. And I'll make sure I zoom back out before I flip the camera back around. But let me get caught up with the chat here because I'm behind. And then, hey, Nancy Edwards saying hi, everyone. Good to see you. Hey, Linda. Hey, Jeff and Tootsie and everyone. Hug for me, too. Here, come here, Tootsie. Let me give you another hug. Linda wants me to give you a hug. Okie doke. Jimmy says it's too hot. Yeah, it's hot here. It says it's 88 right now. And then there's Adventures of Kenny and Hey, Adventures of Kenny and Debbie. Hey, Jeff, driving and listening. Pam saying, hey, John, I got my second eye surgery tomorrow, or I get my second eye. Okay, prayers for your surgery goes well, Pam. Fred saying hey to everybody in here. Leslie says it is too hot. No, it's not, Leslie. John says it's so much nicer to be able to see things again. Oh, I bet so, John. Jimmy saying hey. Travels and gardening with DJ saying hey to everybody. Leslie's guest Biscuitville. Everybody's saying hey to everybody right now, making sure And yeah, all y'all say hey to each other. Leslie says it looks exactly like a Long John Silver's. Yeah, kinda. They've got. Hey, Blaine. Blaine saying howdy. Everybody's saying hey to everybody right now. I'm just making sure I hadn't missed anybody. Hey, Angie Sue, saying hey to Jeff and Tootsie. I just had it on Tootsie right when I came on, Angie. I was running fashionably behind. And I've got to go get gas. I don't want to be sitting here and then run out of gas. I pushed the limit trying to get back here in time to go live. I've been out and about on the go. Fred says everyone hit the thumbs up for Tootsie. Oh, I appreciate that, Fred. You know I don't worry about that mess. Heck, I've took a 2-week hiatus from YouTube. I hadn't even been on my channel to see how much the ratings have fell. But it don't matter because I know all my family will be in here to see Tootsie when I do go live or shoot videos or whatever. And of course, if not, that's okay too, because I don't expect no one to come in or to watch or anything like that. I do this mess for fun. Making sure everybody saying hey to everybody right now. There's Larry Harvey. Hopefully I can go to Biscuitville tonight. Well, they're not open right now, Larry. They're only open from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's breakfast from those hours, from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. I don't know if it's 7 days a week. I haven't found out because I hadn't even been to it yet. It didn't open till while I was gone to the beach. It opened while I was on vacation. Let me get back to Larry here. John says gas is $3.39 in Ohio. I think it's like $3.08 here. Maybe we're getting ready to find out. DJ says it's 76 where he's at. Angie's saying, hey, Blaine says, with honey and butter, Larry. He's asking, Larry, with honey and butter. And Leslie says, it's not only hot and humid here, but we're also under a tornado watch in Tim. Yeah, I know it. Y'all are supposed to sort of kind of get the remnants of that Hurricane Bertha, or tropical storm now, and it might be even a tropical depression. I hadn't watched the news since this morning. Everybody's saying, hey, Pam wants to know how the beach was. The beach was awesome, Pam. We had a really good time. Really did. Yeah. Well, everybody had fun, and I know everybody's probably wishing we were still there. But those 2 weeks didn't really fly by as fast as I thought they would have. And it probably felt like it for some of them, but for me, it didn't. I was ready to come back home, and then, of course, y'all, a lot of y'all know what I got going on at the moment, but I'll update on all y'all on that here in just a few minutes. But we had a great time. We had an awesome time, though. Let me get back here to where, because it jumps on me. Because these new people came in. Because there is Amanda Please. Hello, Amanda Please. It's Amanda Please. It's Amanda Please. Lord have mercy. Pass the peas, please. She throwed in a new one on me. Trying to get me tongue twisted, Amanda. Blaine tell Mallory said hey. Jimmy's asking Blaine. Everybody's saying hey. DJ says gas is 304 where he's at. Hey, JT Adventures. How's Josh doing? Saying hey. Everybody's saying hey right now. Larry says usually butter and honey is involved. Larry. Nancy says, Pam, I hope everything goes great for you. Fred saying, hey, Blaine says, speaking of which, you have over 50,000 on that rod run live. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I mean, I know why, but, I did it to myself, though. Fred saying, hey, Amanda saying, hey, Angie saying, hey, JT saying, hey, Pam saying, thank you to Nancy. Jimmy saying, hey, John says, I'm sure gas will go up in price because of the hurricane. Oh, yeah, I've already I thought that same thing this morning, John, because of how it's done Texas down there. Leslie says you have 615 subs. Yeah, holy hell. So I'm up to 615. Jeez. That's plenty. I don't need any more. Everybody quit subbing to me. Y'all, who did I say? Bertha? I meant Beryl. Beryl, however you want to. I know it's Beryl. Beryl that's barreling down. Blaine caught on to that because, hey, Erica. Say, hey, Jeff and Tootsie and everyone. $3.39 a gallon in Georgia right now for gas. John says it's still nice and sunny up here in Columbus, but I can see Cincinnati really get hard. Okay, so he's watching the radar right now. Hey, Rob and Denise, Dry Creek Beer Care. Hey, Denise, right quick, while I got on my mind, so I don't forget to ask, well, first thing, how are you doing? And then how's your sister doing? If you want to give an update on that. And let me get back to Rob and Denise's comment. Lord, y'all are chatting away. They said, hey, can't chat too much right now. We're actually sitting outside eating at back alley listening to Denver. Oh, cool. So you're in Pigeon Forge. You're at the back alley right now. Well, that's cool. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And like I said, if you're busy, don't worry about it. I just, wanted to ask and make sure you're doing all right and then see how your sister was doing. Hey, William Smith says it was scattered showers all the way across Interstate 10 West Jacksonville to Louisiana. Holy moly. Well, be safe on the road, William. Everybody's saying hey to Dry Creek right now and to William. Making sure I hadn't missed anybody yet. Blaine says, she said, hey, Jimmy, making some mater sandwiches right now. So Mallory's cooking. And everybody's sending love to Rob and Denise right now. And then Amanda says, she sells seashells by the seashore. Now, I can do that one, Amanda. But there's a few that will get me. Yeah, Big Bertha. There you go, Erica. And Rob and Denise is saying hey to everybody in here. And everybody's saying hey to everybody right now. So the update that I have, because I'm making sure I'm trying to get my mind on track, because I know I'm going to give y'all the update on my aunt. Then I was thinking, I got to go get gas too. Wait a minute, here's the update from Denise right quick. She says, my sister has done pretty good. Me, who knows? Been trying to help mom with everything, paperwork and finance, and the finance wise with dad's passing, then Rob's surgery, and he's limited to what he can do. How's Rob doing? Because I forgot about him having surgery. And I know and stuff like that, it's going to take time, Denise. Because I know what you're having to go through and deal with, and some of that stuff takes some time. I mean, we finally got my mom's estate closed here not too long ago, and it'd been, 4 years. It took 4 years. Linda says, where's Miss Virginia? She's creeping in the background. No, she's probably, she might be making dinner right now, and then she might be, I know baseball, she's a real big baseball fan, so there might be a baseball game on, and that might be what she's watching right now. I know she told me she was kind of sort of taking a break from YouTube last time I talked to her and stuff. And then Leslie says, Jeff, say this one out loud. One sock cutter, he cuts socks. 2 sock cutters, they cut socks. 3 sock cutters, they cut socks. I read it out loud, Leslie. Oh, as fast as you can. One sock cutter, he cut socks. Two sock cutter, they cut socks. Three sock cutters, they cut socks. You're just trying to get me to say something. I know what you're trying to get. Leslie, I'm gonna get you, Leslie. Plate says Biscuitville hours are from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Sunday, so they are 7 days a week, but on Sundays it's from 6 to 2. Well, I appreciate that, Blaine, because I didn't know that. And then Leslie says too slow, and then I sped it up. Now she's like, she says, I almost got you. Yeah, you did. I gotta get gas. Y'all bear with me, because I'm sitting over here at Walgreens parking lot, so that way I could show y'all Biscuitville. But now I gotta go get some gas, or me and Tootsie's gonna be walking home, and I don't feel like walking miles to get home, and especially in this heat. And poor old Tootsie, she don't get beautified till a week from today. I should have scheduled it sooner, because her darn hair has grew a whole lot faster than what I anticipated from the last time she got a haircut over at Pigeon Forge. Give me just a few minutes, guys, up here. Get up here to the gas station. I'll get caught up on the chat again. But she gets beautified a week from today. So I guess next week, if I go live, you'll see a different Tootsie. She'll look a whole lot better. And I know she'll feel a whole lot better, because I've had to run the temperature down in the house, because she's been panting where I've kept it a little warmer, you know, for me or whatever. But she's not panting now that I lowered that temperature down. She's good to go as far as at the moment. I got it good and cold in the car right now too. So I say I'm cold. I got the AC at 74 in here, and I'm about to freeze. But I know she's got to have it to where it'll keep her cool. Oh, it's definitely shot up, John. It's went from 309 to 3. It shot up 30 cents since this morning, or 31 cents, because it was I think it was 308 this morning, and it's 339 now. So that hurricane's definitely made the gas go up. Bag biting biters, bastages. I've got to get it though. I see that one's got a darn thing on the handle, so I'm going to have to go to this one. Alright, let me get caught with y'all, and then I'm going to go fill up with gas. Okay, right there's where Leslie said she almost got me. Blaine says Leslie has socks on her mind. And Leslie says, always blame. Linda says, let's cruise, Jeff. John says, way to go, Brandon. There you go. Well, I don't know that we can blame this one on Brandon, John. This one's blamed on the darn hurricane, on old Burl. Burl broke it off in us this time. Blaine says, I hope it goes back down by Saturday when we're traveling. Yeah, I know it. We got that darn shindig this weekend. So I'm caught up at the moment. Let me flip the camera back around. I'll let y'all watch Tootsie while I fill up. Come here. Sit right. No. You're not going outside, goofball. Sit right there. You watch them. You keep them occupied. Yeah, it's greed no matter what. You're right, John. You're right. It's not really greed. It's not really greed. It's where we got to pay for all the darn stuff that's gotten tore up down there. You know, as far as gas stations and whatever else. it's where we've got to pay for all the stuff that gets tore up at the refineries down there in Texas, I guess. Make up for it shutting down. Okay, right here's the update on Rob. But Blaine says they could charge $10 a gallon and nothing we could do but pay it unless we want to walk. Yeah, I know it, Blaine. That's the sad part. It gets to $10 though, I might do some walking. Or I'll be, as we call it here, I'll be getting one of them liquor sickles. And for the ones that don't know really what I'm talking about, you know, it's a moped, mini bike, whatever you want to call it, but we call them liquor sickles because back in the day, you know, people that would drink and drive and lose their license, that's what they'd go get, was them darn little moped type things. That way they'd have a way to get around because you didn't have to have a driver's license to get one of them. And they get hellacious gas mileage too. So let me get back to the update on Rob here. He's doing okay, slow and some soreness still. Has to have a follow-up procedure that wasn't expected. That's scheduled on the 16th, hoping for clear results. Biopsy from last surgery wasn't clear. Uh-oh. Okie doke. Well, try to keep us updated if you can, Denise. I mean, I know you got a lot going on though also, and I completely understand. I completely understand that. But if you can or whatever, if you can keep us all updated on how he's doing, plus how you're hanging in there. Let's see. Leslie says, hopefully Tootsie finds a Wendy's bag in the 4Y to get in. No, there's no food in here, Leslie. I've done cleaned this car out. Well, somewhat. I still got a few things back here in the back to get out. Everybody's sending prayers to Rob and Denise. Oh, I'm full. Hold on. So I know for sure this car has a 20-gallon tank, and it was $68 to fill up. Unbelievable. But I got a full tank now, so it'll last me for a little while. Let me get David saying hey to you, Tootsie. Want to know how you're doing. I know you're panting. I got the AC back on. It's hot. I gotta get the oil change too in Lexi. I gotta do that this week. Got that to do. Let's see, where do I wanna, let me go. I know I'm getting blinded by the light right now. Let me sit right here for a second, get caught up with you guys. Let's see. Dry Creek says, thanks, Blaine, made them, the prayers and stuff. And then it says, Jeff, get Tootsie a pup cup. Blaine says, I'm getting an electric bike if it gets that bad. Yeah, there you go. Electric bike would be, I mean, I know them electric bikes are not cheap, but if gas gets that crazy, it would pay itself pretty quick. Pay for itself pretty quick. Lady says, yes, prayers for Rob and Denise. Angie's sending prayers to him. Dry Creek's thanking everybody. John says, are you going back to Pigeon Forge? Not this year that I'm planning on, John. Right now, things are still up in limbo as far as my plans. But the original game plan was, though, that I wouldn't be back in Pigeon Forge this year at all. Other than, I know Christmas time or whatever, I'll probably slip over there and do the Christmas light walk again. But as far as going over there and staying, top deal, no, not planning on that. Let me see right quick. Hey, Paula. How'd you find my channel, Paula? Somebody had to have told you. So, I know I can guess 2 people that would have told you how to find my channel, Paula. I appreciate you coming in. How's Paula doing? Paula is a fellow bingo buddy. For y'all that don't know who, I know 2 of y'all in here know who Paula Shepherd is. But I'll let everybody else know she plays bingo with us in VR. Erica says, God bless Rob and Denise. John sending his prayers to Dry Creek, and Dry Creek's thanking everybody for the prayers. John says, you can try to get Yankee in the South Electric bikes. They haven't rode them. Oh, Lord have mercy. Dry Creek's thanking John. I'm good, Paula. I'm doing good. I was running a little bit behind tonight. I usually start right at 7:30, most of the time a little bit before that, but I was running a few minutes behind tonight. Let's see. Linda says prayers to Rob and Denise. Leslie's mad at me. Leslie, I know why you're mad at me. But I did tell you, though, I did mention December. If anything changes, Leslie, and I can't do what I'm wanting to do, I might try to slip over there. She knows what I'm talking about. Erica says, won't cars run on moonshine? That's, well, some cars might run on moonshine. I have seen trucks and cars run off of grease, off of food grease. So, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to figure out a way to have them run off moonshine. And then Paula says, good. And Fred's saying, hey to Paula, been to the update bingo hall late. Yeah, she's in there yesterday. Unless they updated it again today, Fred. Where he put that bar and lounge area, that was pretty cool. I got to see all that yesterday. But if he's updated it again today, I haven't been in today. And then there's where Blaine's saying, hey to Paula. Let her know who he is. And then she retracted the message. Nancy sending prayers to Rob and Denise. Hey, Gary 2R says, hey, I'm not in town. You're fine, Gary. David saying hey to Paula. Erica says, you're welcome, Dry Creek. Dry Creek's thanking Nancy. Paula saying hey to Blaine. Dry Creek's thanking Linda. And Leslie says, we'll see. And Jimmy saying hey to Paula. Linda says, Paula Shepherd is tending to her sheep. And Paula saying hey to Fred and Connie. And Blaine says, Leslie, I'm mad as well. He won't be there for October. I know it. But hey, some of y'all gonna get to see me Saturday. As long as nothing happens and Lord willing and the creek doesn't rise, there'll be a few of y'all that's gonna get to see me Saturday. Let's see. Dry Creek says, thank you to everyone for the prayers. Don't mean to miss anyone. We greatly appreciate it. Oh, everybody understands, Denise, because I know it's, with you, because you're on your phone and you can't tag everybody like you can on computer. And a lot of us in here know exactly what we're meaning by that and what we're saying, because it's definitely easier on a computer versus the phone. And so Dry Creek is definitely thanking all of y'all for y'all's prayers. But when you're watching on your phone, it's harder to tag people on the phone versus the computer. Paula's laughing. Blaine says, Paula was in there today, letting Fred know. He thinks. Paula says, yep, I was there on mobile. Yeah, I hadn't done the mobile thing yet. I haven't done the mobile bingo thing yet. I'm gonna wait and let them get all the glitches and all the flaws, I guess, fixed in it, I guess. Erica says, no joke, my mower will run on rubbing alcohol. Really? There's nothing wrong with that, Erica. That way you don't have to buy this high dollar gas we're having to pay right now on account of the hurricane. Oh, Blaine, you lost your third spot today? Who's in third now? if you want to tell it. I mean, I'll find out later if I get on tonight. Gary says, hey to Fred and Connie and everybody. Amanda says, I'm back. Sorry I had to put on thousands of heartburn. Lord have mercy, Amanda. You're fine, Amanda. I hope you're not having heartburn. If you are, yeah, get some medicine. Heartburn sucks. Leslie says, don't you feel so loved, Jeff? Yeah, I do. That's why I'm live. I know y'all been missing me. Well, you ain't been missing me. You've been missing Tootsie. Paula says, I will be there in September for the National Quartet Convention. Yeah, Blaine normally goes to that, Paula. But I think he's going to miss it this year. He goes right after that's over with, I think. Paula says, you're going to play bingo tonight? Yeah, if I find time, Paula. I got a little bit of stuff going on at the moment. That's why I haven't been on today. And then, of course, I'm live right now. I'm going to be live for a little while. So it just depends on Paula. But if not, I'll probably see you tomorrow in there. John says, what's going on Saturday? We got on Kicking It. Don't you come in on Scott's show, don't you, John? Kicking It Country. He's having that shindig this Saturday, and that's where we're all going. Or, well, some of us are going. As far as it comes in here on my show. Paula says it sure does. Amanda says, welcome back, Jeff and Tootsie Queen. And Leslie says, remember to send me a picture if you do, Jeff. Yeah, I know. I got to send you a picture of my avatar, Leslie. And Paula says, cool. And I'm caught up at the moment. I appreciate all y'all coming in. So right quick, let me get my Coca-Cola opened up here. Okay, Paula, I'll show you Tootsie. Leslie says, I really wished I could go Saturday, but with an upcoming vacation, I can't do it. I get that, Leslie. I get that, Leslie. Maybe some of them that'll be there Saturday will get to see you when you're going. But right quick, the update on my Aunt Patsy. She came home today. The surgery went fine. As far as all that, some of the lymph nodes that were taken out, if I remember right, I think some of them are a little bit suspicious. So I hadn't got an update on that as far as with her breast cancer, that part. But as far as getting everything removed and whatever all it entails of going on and happening, all that stuff went fine. She had to stay, overnight last night, but she is home now and resting and doing fine. But it's like Rob and Denise. Now we're having to wait on results as far as the ones that they're having to really check. Luckily, from what I got told at the beach, the main thing was, though, that none of the lymph nodes were like underneath her arm or anything like that. Because if they would have been in that area, this is from what I'm being told, if they would have been in those type areas, then she would have had to have had chemo and radiation and all that. But I'm still hoping that she doesn't have to go through none of that, because I think it depends on these other lymph nodes as far as the results on those. I don't know for sure though, because I hadn't got the complete update of results yet, because I know they hadn't either. But as far as everything right now, everything's hunky dory and going great, going fine, however you want to say it. If anything changes though, I will let y'all know. I'll keep you updated. But so far so good, and I appreciate all the prayers. I know my aunt appreciates all the prayers. Uh, we really do appreciate it, and I know it's like Scott said Sunday night. You know, he hit the nail on the head as far as he said he never expected to have the type of family he's got now through YouTube when he first started YouTube. And I told him I felt the same way, you know, because I wasn't expecting to get to meet a lot of y'all, to get to know y'all. Even if I hadn't met y'all in person, I still feel like I know all y'all that come in here because y'all are coming in here and chatting and telling stories and all that good stuff. Uh, just because we get on other live shows and chat together. And I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. Let me get caught back up to you guys. Okay, yeah, I'll show Paula. I'll flip the camera around here in just a second. I was needing to give the update on my aunt, so I wouldn't forget and stuff. John says I get on this channel every now and then. Where's it going to be at? It's going to be at his house, John. He's having the shindig at his house. Leslie says at Scott's house, I believe, John. And Fred said Spruce Pine, which is right. Dry Creek says can take up to 2 weeks to get results back. Okay, Denise, thank you. I appreciate that because they hadn't told me. They didn't give me a time frame. So I appreciate you letting me know that, Denise. Linda says, Jeff, I hope everything works out for your aunt. Thank you, Linda. Hey, Jimbo's cruising, saying hey to everyone. Everybody's saying hey to Jimbo. Paula says, even in bingo we're family. You're right, Paula. That bingo's becoming a family now, too. I was jawing about that last night when I was in there playing. I played till 3 o'clock this morning. I stayed up a little too late. And Blaine says, that's right, Paula. And Jimbo says, prayers for you. Thank you, Jimbo. Angie says, hope your aunt continues to get better. Thank you, Angie. Gary says, praying for your aunt. Thank you, Gary. Paula says, it sure is. Yeah, I mean, because bingo is like YouTube. I mean, now granted, there's a lot of new faces in there when I had these last 2 weeks off because I didn't even get in VR. I got in VR twice. And I only went to bingo one time. But the 2 times that I did get in VR was only in that first week at the beach. Like all last week, I didn't even get in VR or nothing. I didn't do anything as far as things of that nature. I was hardly even on Facebook other than just if I had pictures to post. That's all I did. I didn't even scroll through the news feed. But Paula's right, though, and of course Blaine and Fred know, there's still a lot of regulars that's coming into bingo, and we're all getting to know each other. And we all and Paula kind of started this, and I think Blaine even mentioned it one time, but we kid around and joke around that it would be crazy if all of us that knew each other or that played the bingo together or VR or even YouTube, as far as that matters. It'd be crazy if we could all end up in the same rest home. We'd drive that rest home crazy. Because we'd all be on VRs playing. Let's see. Jimbo saying, hey to Blaine and Fred and Connie. Hey, Ed Griffith. There's Ed. How's Ed doing? Saying, hey, Jeff and Tootsie just wanted to jump in there and say hello. And my wife, Chris, says hello. Hope you're doing okay. Now that Ed's in here, because I forgot to mention it while I was at the beach, I got to meet Ed and his wife, Chris, in person right before I left from Pigeon Forge. Nice couple. Really, really nice couple. Enjoyed the time together with them. I think Ed, if you're still in here, still with me, because I think you said you might have to be going and do something, but if you're still in here, what was it, about 2 hours we spent together? I know it was a good little while. We sat around and talked and shot the bull, however you want to call it. You know, just hung out, told stories, told life stories. But yeah, I got to meet Ed Griffith in person, and his wife. And I'd actually undoubtedly had met Ed last year, but just for a quick second. And he reminded me of that, and I forgot all about it. And it was during a rod run. He was in his car, though, and so I didn't really get to communicate with him a whole lot. But he reminded me, and I'd forgotten all about that. Let's see. John says you're getting more people addicted now. Yeah, I know it, John. Leslie says when you say bingo, it keeps reminding me of cousin Eddie says bingo when Clark speeds on the sled in the. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Leslie. Bingo, or he goes bingo. Fred saying hey to Ed. Larry says, look at this view. Nothing beats the Lenore parking lot. Yeah, I know it, Larry. Yeah. Yeah, this definitely is not the beach and not the Pigeon Forge, Smoky Mountains. It's the great, wonderful hellhole of Lenore. And the Walmart parking lot. Ed saying hey to Fred and Connie. Paula says, we sure would all be crazy. Yeah, you're right, Paula. Hey, Diane. Diane saying hey to everybody. Thanks for coming in, Diane. Fred's laughing. Fred and Connie's laughing at Leslie. Blaine saying hey to Diane. Hey, Dan the Mountain Man. Saying hey, Jeff and Tootsie. I got to flip the camera around and show Tootsie. Paula's wanting to see Tootsie, and I keep running off at the mouth. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Let me get caught up with the chat, Paula, and I'll flip it around where you can see her. And it says, Jeff, me and my wife really enjoyed. We got a lot out of getting to meet you. Yeah, same here, Ed. And I definitely enjoyed it. Leslie says, Lenore's better than Ohio, believe me. I don't know, Leslie. I know you live up there and I live down here, so I don't know. We'll just have to agree to disagree on that. John says, are you starting to look like the Hamburglar with your tan? And Paula says, that's fine. And Dan says, Lenore is in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that's right, Dan. And Paula says, West Virginia's better. Now, I've been to West Virginia. Come here. Get up here. Come here. Paula wants to see you. Come here. All right. Here's Tootsie, Paula. This is Tootsie. It's my fur baby that's in my profile picture that you see. That's sitting on, I don't know what it is in bingo. I know it's a picture of her. I think it's when she's sitting at the fountain at the island up in Pigeon Forge. Yeah, because it's not the one on the golf cart. She says you're a cutie. Yeah. Jimmy saying hey to Ed. And I'm caught up so far on the chat. But yeah, we got Scott's shindig this Saturday. I figured he might slip in. If he doesn't, that's no big deal because I've got his number. I've got to get his address. He hadn't texted me his address yet. I kind of know where he lives, but he's gonna get it to me. Because, I mean, we've talked once about it. It's just I haven't got his physical address yet. So I'll flip the camera back around. Blaine says, Paula, you talking about Jeff or Tootsie? Yeah, no, she's talking about Tootsie, Blaine. You got to remember, Tootsie's the star of the show. Everybody's saying hey to everybody right now. Larry says, at least Lenore has a Highway 52. All we have is a Dairy Queen. Yeah, Paula says Tootsie. Fred says, I can text you his address if needed, Jeff. Yeah, I'll wait and hear from Scott. I'll get a hold of him and stuff. But yeah, if I don't or something happens, then yeah, Fred, I'll hit you up. Linda says, Kobe, my daughter's dog, would love Tootsie. Well, I have to try to meet sometime, Linda. I don't know when that'll be, though, with me not being over at Pigeon Forge, staying put like I've been doing. Like I say, my plans are sort of up in the air at the moment. Because after Tootsie gets beautified next Tuesday, I was planning on hitting the road again But I don't know if that's going to happen now or not. Blaine's laughing. Paula's laughing. Dan says, Lenore does have a good Mexican restaurant. Yeah, I'm not big on Mexican food though, Dan, but I know which one you're talking about because it stays pretty full. I know exactly which one you're talking about. There's actually a couple though that are good here in town, Dan, as far as the Mexican. Leslie says, on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road. Yeah, I know it. I know it. That was the game plan. I was going to be on the road again, just not Pigeon Forge. That's that was my game plan. But now I got to wait and see what all goes on with my aunt. Make sure they don't need me to hang around. And then also, there's another reason that's holding me back too, and I haven't told none of that, but it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's just personal business. I'll leave it at that. Personal business. Hannah's. Everybody loves Hannah's here, Blaine. It's right down. I'll light out here in just a minute and show you where the barbecue is. There's actually two. The other one's called JD's Smokehouse. It's out towards where I normally go eat breakfast, which I haven't been doing that here lately. I did go the Thursday morning and Friday morning before I left to go to the beach, just because I knew there wasn't no use in buying any food. But it's on out there past Judy's as far as the other barbecue place. It's called JD's Smokehouse, I believe is the name of it. But the other one's just right down the road here. Let me get caught up with you. Stay caught up here. Paula's saying hey to Jimmy. Spencer. Jimmy saying hey. Blaine says, okay, I answered that. Dan says the pizza place near the hospital is good too. Yeah. Paula says, are you the NASCAR driver Jimmy Spencer? No. That's different Jimmy Spencer, Paula. Oh, it'd be nice if we had a celebrity in here. Well, no, it's a different Jimmy Spencer, though, Paula. Amanda says, it's hot in North Carolina and Tennessee, but not as bad as Florida is. I've seen where it's hotter in Maine than it is in Florida, or at least it was a week or so ago, Amanda. What y'all's temperatures right now where you're at, Amanda? Because it was 97 here today. Larry says, Lenore has a Biscuitville, Blaine. And Paula says, it's hot here in West Virginia. Yeah, everybody's getting the heat right now. I think next week it's supposed to be the whole lower 48. Now, that's what I heard this morning on the news. They're saying next week all the lower 48 states are going to be under a heat dome. Blaine says, people fight over Western and Eastern North Carolina. But yeah, I know it, Blaine. You're right. Because I've always been told that Lexington, which is on down past Charlotte or down east, that they've got the best barbecue as far as North Carolina, as in Lexington. Jimmy says, Paula, no, I'm the hillbilly from Virginia. Blaine says, true, Larry. Wonder if it's all you can eat. And Paula says, I have a cousin that lives in Boone. Yeah, Boone's just right up the road. You're looking at Boone right now, Paula. Boone's straight in front of us. Paula's laughing. John says, I took a drive last week where they're supposed to be building the Buc-ee's in Uber Heights. Nothing new. It's still the cornfields. Dan says, I have to go back to work now. I'll see you guys. Hey, Dan, thanks for coming, buddy. And I'm glad you're still hanging in there, and doing okay, Dan. And don't work too hard. Josh JT Adventure says, I was out that way in Hickory yesterday. Really? I was in Hickory yesterday, Josh. Matter of fact, I was in Hickory today. Also. Paula says 92 here today. Blaine says it felt like 109 here today. And Diane says 88 here right now. Yeah, it's still 8. Well, it's down to 87 now here. But the feel like temperature is 100, Diane's saying. Severe thunderstorms and tornado watches, too. Yeah, Leslie's getting the tornado watches also. Amanda says 94 today, but the index is 107. Paula says, I got to go and put my clothes. That's fine, Paula. You go right ahead. Go do what you need to do. No big deal. Everybody that's in here all the time, they know you can come and go as you please. You can watch. You don't have to watch. You can give a thumbs up, a thumbs down, the middle finger, however. And then she goes, wow, cool. And then Amanda says that it would rather be if a high was 87 and the low was high 50s. I think she's meaning she'd like it better that way. And Dry Creek goes, Larry. What Larry? What I miss on? Did I miss what Larry said? Get back to. I don't see Larry's comment. Oh, just where he's telling Blaine that Lenore had a Biscuitville. Unless he put something in. Let's see. John says, I saw TME was doing a live yesterday. No, it was Sunday. It was Sunday. They were going to the new Buc-ee's in Kentucky. Yeah. Yeah, they finally kept the live show going. And then, of course, right when they go into Buc-ee's, they lose the signal, and then they come back out and tell us bye. Which I knew they was going to lose the signal as soon as they went into Buc-ee's. I mean, it done it to me over there. Buc-ee's is blocking the signal. That's the only thing I can figure out. And right quick, I know TME TV's not in here, and I thought if it'd come in, but I can tell in case she watches this. But when you're setting up the live show, and I don't know if it's iPhones and iPhones only, but when you first setting it up and it's showing you what view you're looking at, you got 3 little emblems over to the side, and you want to hit that third emblem. It looks like a phone. That's the new thing now to hit to let it go horizontal, because I was trying to get mine to go horizontal at first when I first set it up, and I had to hit the back arrow one time to where it went back to where you could edit your title and all that mess. And that's the part where you'll see 3 little symbols, and it's the third symbol down that'll look like a phone. You hit that and it'll say horizontal orientation or vertical, and you pick which one you want that way. So at least I know now how to. You don't go into advanced settings anymore. So in case they watch it, maybe they'll be able to figure out what I'm saying there as far as with the iPhones. Lord, y'all are talking like crazy now. Let's see. Larry says, Blaine, do you know what gospel group is from Boone, North Carolina? Trivia. So he's asking Blaine. Larry's asking Blaine. Everybody's saying bye to Dan. Larry's giving love to Dry Creek. JT says, Smoke Pit has really good barbecue. Erica says it's 83 in South Georgia, 20 miles from Florida line. Paula says, my cousin Gary Nichols works at the VA. He makes glasses. And Blaine says the greens. And John says it's 86 here in Ohio. Larry says, yes. Did you Google that? And Linda says, bye, Paula, take care. Blaine says, no, Larry, I know because of Kim. And Jimmy says, they're building a Buc-ee's up here about an hour down the road. Amanda says, I have to wash my swimsuit for my job. So you're either a lifeguard or a swimsuit model. What is your job for this week, Amanda? Or this month? I'm just messing with you, Amanda. Dry Creek says, I'm just doing my usual yelling at Larry is all. Blaine says, Amanda, which job? Some Blaine's thinking the same thing as me. Jimmy, Lord have mercy. This tractor trailer pulled beside me. Y'all can see it now. He caught me off guard here. Jimmy says he's in Stanton, Virginia. And David says, I went to Buc-ee's the first day they opened. It was hard to find a parking place. I bet so, David. Amanda says, eye candy dinner show. Larry says, Denise just loves to yell. So does Leslie. Blaine's getting laughing with Amanda there. And Amanda's laughing back. Dry Creek says, we're two peas in a pod, Larry. Larry says, Blaine the Greens were one of my favorite back in the day. And Larry says, yes, you are. And Amanda says, please pass peas, please. Erica says, my phone don't got no middle finger on my phone. It should, Erica. Well, wait a minute, if you got iPhone or Android, if you got iPhone, go down to the emojis and then scroll over to your fingers symbols and stuff. You should have the middle finger, and you can change it. You can change colors on it too. I know Leslie's on Android. I know she's got it on hers. Now, I don't know where she goes to pick hers, but if you got an iPhone, you go to your emojis and scroll over to all your finger symbols and stuff. That way, if you want to give me the middle finger, you can. I'm surprised Leslie hadn't done it yet. Blaine says, Larry, do you want... wait a minute. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But Blaine's asking Larry if he wants Tarandaz. Tarandaz, is that how you say that? He's laughing about it. Robin Denise says, it's not too bad here now that the sun went down and there's a slight breeze. It's been hotter than the devil's ass today. I bet so. It's been hot here. The darn humidity's what's got it crazy here right now. I think it's only supposed to get like to 80 tonight as far as the low. That usually don't happen but at the beach. Leslie says Applebee's has a loose dress code these days. Larry says crab. I don't know. Linda says Baywatch Amanda. Blaine says Taranda green bean. I kid you not. And Larry says, oh, for heaven's sakes. And Leslie says, I'm proud of that fact, Denise. And Erica says, it's a tablet. So you're on a tablet. Gotcha. You still ought to have the emojis on the tablet, though, I would think. Look, there's Leslie. Leslie says, I got one you can have, Erica. And then Dry Creek's done it, too. Amanda says, you are what you eat. That's why I'm meow. TMI, Amanda. But I can see that in you, though. I can see that in you. Erica says, my eyes are too bad to use my phone. And Fred's give the middle finger. This is what Android thinks of Apple. Fred. Leslie's going gross to Amanda's comment, I know. Blaine says, dang, Amanda, have you been to Cat's Meow? David's waving. Amanda says, I visited. Then Rob Denise is going, for Lord's sake. I can see her shaking her head right now. Linda says, Hooters has loose dress code always. And Amanda says, J-Lo is my dessert. Lord have mercy. Well, at least y'all are keeping it lively tonight. Which I guess I can take these sunglasses off now since the sun's going down. Blaine says some Hooters are going out of business. They aren't the same perky place as before. Yeah. And seeing TME TV, Teresa didn't see my comment, but Tommy mentioned Twin Peaks. And so I commented that Twin Peaks, which the one I went to was in Knoxville. And it wasn't this year. I went last year when I was over for the 7 months. I went over to Twin Peaks just to see what it was like, see if it was like Hooters and all that mess. Well, the one in Knoxville was definitely not like Hooters. Even though it had the name Twin Peaks, they should change that one's name, at least last year. You know, they could have found different staff by now, if you want to say it that way. But last year when I was over there, though, it might as well have been called Twin Cheeks, because they definitely wasn't no peaks. Every one of them in there was showing the cheeks and not the peaks. It's crazy. Let's see. Leslie says, I just threw up my mouth. Denise says, think she would say otherwise. Amanda says, Victoria Justice is on the menu. And hey, James. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming in. Blaine's laughing at Leslie. Hey, Diamondback says, I never got noticed if you did any vacation vlogs. Just found this by chance. No, I did. I went live for a little while on an odd time, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Diamondback, the first week at the beach. And that's the only time I've been on YouTube up until tonight. Amanda says, ambulance for Mrs. Harvest. Linda says, excuse me, Linda says, flat as a pancakes buffet. And Denise says, some like a good sausage. Fred saying, hey, and Erica says, did you see Big Booty Judy? No, it's just nothing like that, Erica, as far as that part. You know, nothing big. It's just they were showing their cheeks versus the peaks. You know, the outfits they had showed more of their butt versus their tatas. The twins. Then Leslie says, I am some. Blaine says, I know Mallory does, Denise. Larry says, I know Leslie does. Paul says, laugh out loud. Don't forget about Ninja. I hadn't told Ninja my YouTube channel, I don't think, Paula. I know I've got him on Facebook, but I don't know if well, I might have. Yeah, I did too. I did tell Ninja, but he hadn't come in yet, Paula. You beat him to it. He hadn't been on my live show yet. I was hoping to have him on here a few weeks ago, but he never did. He never did come in, which is fine. He don't have to. Ninja's a hoot, though. Jimmy's laughing. Amanda says, I used to be a teen mentor at church. And Larry says, Leslie is more of a small smoked sausage kind of girl. Kentucky Leisure says maybe their cheeks were the best assets. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it wasn't nothing bad to look at. Yeah, I wasn't meaning anything bad by it. I was just saying, though, as far as, you know, the name of the restaurant or the name of the chain, you know, is Twin Peaks. So you would think it'd be like Hooters and be the upper part versus the lower part. But that crowd that was last year that was working there when I went, they were more proud of the lower part versus the upper part. Yeah, not in his pronouns. Yeah, there you go, Blaine. Yeah, I know what Paula's talking about now as far as Ninja and the sausage and stuff. That's not in his pronouns. Diamondback saying, hey, Linda says, Jeff, have you ever heard of the tilted kilt? Yeah, I have, Linda. I've never been to it, but I have heard about it. Denise says, and again, for Lord's sake. Paula's laughing. Amanda's saying, cats meow. Leslie's burying her head in the sand. Amanda says, my poster is the ladies' bathroom. God. Her poster is in the ladies' bathroom. Paula says, next pattern they do in bingo, we need to tell Ninja it's a sausage dog. Yeah. Hey, Paula, remind me of that. I want to be in there when that happens. Erica says, what if you were in California, Hooters during a mild earthquake? Jimmy's laughing. Blaine says, or a chili dog. Yeah. Yeah, because they do the chili dog as a pattern. And Ninja usually tries to joke about that and stuff. He's a hoot though. He's an absolute hoot. And I'm caught up with you guys now as far as on the chat. All right, I'm gonna take before, because this is crazy. How long has it been since y'all have actually got to see Lenore and it be daylight? Because it's been a few years, I guess. At least daylight this long. Because, you know, where I've been gone, as far as not being home during the daylight hours here and stuff. I mean, that's what I say, it's already going on 9 o'clock and we still got daylight. I know y'all are not used to this. You're actually getting to see Lenore. Oh Lord, somebody's quoting Christmas Vacation or something. I'm going down here to show Blaine right by the Hannah's Barbecue. I'll get caught up with the chat here in just a little bit. We'll go up here to our normal hangout spot. Uh-oh. I gotta put the phone on life support. But we'll ride down here to where our normal hangout spot is. Yeah, good old Lenore. And here's coming up on Biscuitville again, right here to the, well, y'all get to show you, I guess, because the light is turned red. There's Biscuitville to your right, up on the hill right there. It opened up while I was going to the beach. So it's open now. I haven't been yet, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to patronize it one day. And see, it says on the sign, now open 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. But then Blaine's found out, though, it's 6 to 2 on Sundays. It's crazy how fast y'all make the time go by, too. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Biscuitville, Kentucky Leisure. That was Biscuitville that I just showed. I showed it when I... if you want to watch the replay, Kentucky Leisure, I was showing the Biscuitville when I first went live. That's the newest, latest, greatest thing that Lenore has right now. Because it opened while I was gone on vacation. So it's finally open. Seeing the hoodlums, well, no, they are out up here too. Usually they wait till it gets dark. But the hoodlums they're up here. Right there, you can see them. There's old Dario. Boy, look at the clouds. Big old thunderheads. Let's see, I can zoom in, I guess, a little bit where y'all can see that a little bit better. That's the great intersection of Smith Crossroads and our little famous hangout spot that I always come to in the wintertime. Let me get Lord, y'all chatted away on me here. And get back to right there, chili dog. Blaine says, Erica, it would be nipply. And Amanda says, I'm loved by many in Florida and the Smokies. And Denise goes, Fred says, Blaine, is that what Clark said? nipply. What the hell am I trying to say? Nibble? Blaine says, okay. Amanda says, I'm even in the famous Gatlinburg Tunnel. Linda says, good old Lenore. Blaine says, I'm going to bed close to 9, but I'm still here. Okay, that's no problem, Blaine. I mean, I'm probably gonna get off here in just a little bit because there's still a few things I need to do. I don't even know if I'll be on VR tonight or not. Blaine says, just make sure you don't get a hair in your biscuit. And Fred says, I guess no mini golf or bingo, Blaine. And Kentucky says, did he say Biscuitville? And Larry says, I wonder if they sell biscuits. Yeah, I don't know, Larry. I got to go in and find out, I guess. Linda says, show your biscuits and your meal is half off. And Paula says, laugh out loud, okay. And Blaine says, that is correct, Fred. And Erica says, I've seen that stinky crotch commercial again. Lord have mercy. James is saying, hey. Paula says, Ninja and his sausages. James saying, hey to Dry Creek. Fred saying, hey to James. Kentucky Leisure says, oh, I thought it was another offshoot of Hooters or Twisted Killed of something. No, the Biscuitville is real popular, I guess, East North Carolina. They're out of Winston-Salem, undoubtedly. And so we got one. I didn't even know nothing about them till we got one here in Lenore. I didn't even know what the hell a Biscuitville was. And that's on one of my live shows from back this past winter when I found out what it was going to be. Well, it jumped on me. Blaine says, what is the temp in Lenore right now? 86. It's 86 right now, Blaine, but probably still feels like 90 because our humidity's like out the roof right now. Fred's saying, hey. Ed says, sure does look different in the daylight. Yeah, it does. It does. My darn phone moved on me. Kentucky Leisure says, hey to Fred and Connie. Amanda says, it looks like GTA San Francisco outside. And Blaine says, they have a Spam Church Classic biscuit there. No, wait a minute. Spam Crunch Classic biscuit there. And Gary says, I think that one in the cloud is giving the middle. Yeah, I see what you're talking about now, Gary. And Amanda's leaving her famous comments, her signature comment, the XD. I'm surprised Tootsie. Oh, right quick, I can show this. Church Sunday. Let me read here. I can't remember who. I don't know if it's Helping. I don't think it's Helping Hands, but it has something to do with like the women and their babies as far as care wise type deal. But we got these little bottles at church Sunday, and it's Change for Life. And what it is, I mean, it's shaped as a baby bottle, but you put your change as you get change, as far as where you acquire change, you put it, put it in a little, you change in your little sleeve there, and of course it sits right there in your cup holder. And of course, about everybody I know, I'm sure, has change in their car. So instead of it laying in the cup holder or getting thrown everywhere, I snatched one of these up, and we've got till Labor Day, I think, to fill this up, which more than likely I will have mine full way before Labor Day. I mean, I've already, in 2 days, acquired that much change. So anyhow, I thought that's a pretty cool idea. So got that Sunday. What else? I don't know of anything else other than, like I said, the beach trip was great. Fishing was good. Oh, that's one thing I do want to mention right quick. Come here, Toots, so they can see y'all while I'm talking. Or see you, the star. The night before 4th of July, Wednesday night, I go over on the beach and shoot my fireworks that I bought in Tennessee. And I do my fireworks show the night before the 4th of July. Well, while we're over there, And I hadn't got a darn picture of it yet. I can get the picture. I just don't have it. And even if I did, I'd have to either send it to that other phone or figure something out. But I got to get it sent to me. I keep forgetting to ask about it. But while we were there that night, this old boy, I don't know what kind of drone he had, but it was a big enough drone to carry bait about that size, fly it out into the ocean, and take his bait out. He's fishing off the beach, and he'd take that drone and fly his bait off out way out in the ocean. Well, he ended up hooking a hammerhead shark. Never have seen one in person until then. That thing was huge. Though, and the reason we got a picture of it is because he wanted a picture of its mouth, the old boy that caught it. He fought that thing for 20 minutes or better, finally got it beached. He goes down there and he pulls that darn hammerhead shark's mouth straight up, opens her up. We get the picture, and then of course send it to him, to his phone. And like I say, I hadn't got it yet as far as texted to me or sent to me yet, and I need to. I know who's got it. So I need to do that. But that thing, I wished I could show y'all that though. That thing was huge. I'd never seen it. I didn't even realize that the hammerheads were off the coast of South Carolina. It kind of makes you wonder what else is out there. I know there's big old stingrays or skates or however you want to call them, because there is two different. There is a skate and there is a stingray, but they look identical almost. Because year before last, Trey, my brother's stepson, he caught a big old skate. I mean, that thing was as big as the hood of my car. I mean, it was crazy. I remember that. That was the year before last. Anyhow, I wanted to tell that right quick. I'll flip the view back around. Let's see what's... Okay, Blaine. Hey, thanks for coming in, Blaine, if you're going to bed. Paula says, when you all come to West Virginia, you need to do the Tudor's biscuit. Okay. Kentucky says, that sounds tasty, Blaine. Blaine says, well, folks, it's been real fun. Hey, thanks for coming in, Blaine. I appreciate it. Then Fred says his church does that too with the change thing. Kentucky Leader says, have a good evening, Blaine. Good night. Everybody saying bye to Blaine. Not to let the bed bugs bite. Larry says, excuse our absence, but we have a tornado. Oh, Lord. Hey, Larry, but y'all be safe. Text me and let me know when y'all are out of the danger and stuff. Diane says, stay safe, Larry. Everybody's saying stay safe, Larry and Leslie. Yeah, prayers for Leslie and Larry right now, that everything's safe for them. And everybody's saying good night to Blaine. I'll try to stay on here for a little bit, make sure that the Harvey 5 is still safe. They got I know John Esper said Cincinnati, which is not far from them, was getting ready to get hit real bad. And Jimbo says Tudor's is a really good little place. And Diamondback says 90% of hammerheads' diet is stingrays. They use the hammer to scope them out of the sand. Okay. I didn't know that, Diamondback, so I learned something there. I did not know that. I know a little bit about the fishing and a little bit about fish and stuff like that, but I did not know that part. Right. God bless Larry and the family right now. Prayers for him right now. Well, if you're still on here, Larry, keep us updated. Or Leslie, the Harvey 5. If y'all can chat right now, I hope they don't lose power or lose cell service, because that's a possibility also. Matter of fact, there was a guy in Bingo last night real late. He was in his car and had been in his car for 12 hours because his town got wiped out. No power, no nothing. and he's having to live out of his car at the moment. And he was in bingo playing through his phone and had to drive to another city to get a signal. And I guess to, you know, keep his family updated that he was all right and everything. John says, I was just looking at the radar out of southwest Ohio. They have tornado warning. Right, that's what they're in, a warning right now, John. We're gonna try to stay on here for a little while to make sure that they're okay once that warning goes away. Jimbo says Kentucky's under a storm watch right now. I know we're supposed to, I think it's Thursday or Friday for us here, as far as when we've got chances of bad storms. Paula says, Jimbo, what part of Kentucky are you from? And I'll let Jimbo answer that if he wants to. I think Jimbo's told us, but just to be on the safe side, I'll let him answer it if he wants to. So if he doesn't say, Paula, don't take offense of it, you know, because this is all worldwide broadcasted right now, and some people kind of like to stay private with some things. Jimbo says, John Esper, seems like around here, Winchester, when it gets real hot, we get bad storms. And John says, up here in Columbus area, it's been sunny all afternoon. Leslie says, yay, John, Larry said that. And Jimbo says Winchester, Kentucky. So that's where he's at, Paula. So, hey, Leslie, since you're typing right now, y'all still all right? What's it look like for you right now? Because I can't get on the radar and look myself. Or y'all still hunkered down? Or Paula says, Jimbo, I have relatives that live in Jackson County, Kentucky. Leslie says, we're in the path, but he said the storm appears to be easing off. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay live for a little while longer, Leslie, so that way we all know that once it passes y'all that you'll be in the clear. But I mean, of course, I know that you'll still have chances later on tonight also. It looks like it's storming up in the mountains over here where I'm at, or down here where I'm at from your direction. John says, it looks like on radar that I see a bad storm between Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio. Yeah, well, I mean, we figured that, John, because I'd already told where you said it was looking bad in Cincinnati. Larry says, I think I just saw a cow fly by. Larry, don't be joking now, Larry. don't be joking. Oh, Lord. Leslie says, can John see our comments? I don't know. I have no idea. Can you see their comments, John? Paula says, no storms here where I'm at. Yeah, the Harvey 5's up in Ohio, Paula. And that's where John's at too, but John's north of them. Okay, he says he can see y'all's comments, Leslie. And Leslie says he's saying exactly what we are, but a couple minutes later. And Leslie says, okay, John, just checking. The moon's out. I guess, what is that, waxing? Or is that crescent? That might be crescent. Waxing's the other way. I don't know. I don't keep up with the phases that much. I just know, I know the new moon's when you can't see it. I mean, you can see it, but it ain't like lit. And then when it's all bright and full, that's the full moon. I do know those two. Okay, good, Leslie. That's good. Your warning just dropped off. That's good. Yeah, I don't know if it's from the it might be, Paula. I don't know if that part's got up there to them yet or not. Because I was thinking it wasn't until tomorrow. But I guess that it must have picked up some speed. and they're getting the remnants of that hurricane. Like I said, I hadn't seen no news or anything since this morning. Leslie says we're right in between Dayton and Cincinnati, and Paula says it's from the hurricane. Jimbo says to Paula, we're from West Virginia originally. That's how we know about Tooters, Jackson County near Harlan. And Leslie says our warning just dropped off. John says yes, I can try and refresh it. And Jimbo says good deal, Harvey Five. And Diane says my family is mainly in and around Perry County, Kentucky. Paula says I live right outside of Charleston, West Virginia, in Elkview, Pinch area. Really? Hey, Paula, now I know you know where Crossville is, Paula? Crossville and Nitro? That's where I've been. That's where I've been, Paula. So I know you're going to know where I'm talking about, because that's probably not far from you also. Erica says I saw a lot of moons in college. And Leslie's giving a thumbs up. That's a good one, Erica. Well, I'll have to admit, I need to plug. Yeah, I need to plug my phone up before it dies. I gotta put the phone on life support. I about forgot. It's down to 10%. Talking about the moons, I did see the white seal finally made its appearance the second week at the beach. Finally seen the white seal. For the ones that might know what I'm talking about, the white seal finally made its appearance, and I got to see it. It normally comes out every time we go to the beach. All right. Still can hear me though, because sometimes when I plug this phone up, because it's hooked to the car, y'all let me know if you can still hear me right quick. Gary says, Leslie, looks like you might have another round of storms coming your way. And Paula says, it's not far from me. Hey, Connie. How's Connie doing? That's Jimmy's wife, Connie Spencer. Paula says, the next time Ninja says that it's a meta boob, I'm going to call it the moon. And Josh JT says, later, y'all, thoughts for everyone that needs them and prayers. Hey, thank you, Josh JT. I appreciate you coming in. Leslie says we're supposed to have a pop-up storm all night, Gary. Hopefully not too severe, though. And Jimbo says we're talking about the coal fields now. Jackson, Harlan, Charleston, Nitro. And Pam saying hey to Connie. And Fred says M-O-O-N. That spells moon. Know what that's from. And Paula says, yep. And John says the rain from the hurricane stretches from Chicago down to Arkansas. And Fred's saying hey to Connie. Can y'all hear me though? Nobody's answering me yet. Can y'all still hear me in here? Can y'all still hear me talk? I just want to make sure. Okay, thank you, Leslie. Linda says, Amanda, are you still in here? And Leslie says, clear as a bell. Paula says, yep, we can hear you. I'm just making sure, because I know sometimes when I hook this charger up to my phone, it connects to my car, but because I always have to remember to cut the Bluetooth off. And, okay, yeah, everybody's letting me know. I appreciate that. And Gary says, all of these storms are going just northwest of me. And Jimbo says, audio is very good. Thank you, Jimbo. Diane says, yep, sounds great. And thank you, Diane. And Leslie says, I hope not, Linda. And Diamondback says, yes, we can hear. I appreciate y'all letting me know. That was my fault. I didn't give y'all time to answer me. I got to remember it's delayed a little bit. And Linda's going, Leslie! And Leslie's an angel. You're always an angel, Leslie. I'm the one that's not the angel. Tootsie's an angel, but I'm not. Yeah, I know you're probably ready to eat too, ain't you? Well, it's almost time that I normally stop. Leslie says, "You know me well, Jeff." And Paula says, "We're getting wind tomorrow. I'm going to have to clean the pool out after tomorrow." Oh, I bet so, Paula, especially if you got trees around or bushes or anything like that. You'll get all the debris. John says, "Yep, I can hear you." Leslie's laughing. Yeah, hey, John, make sure hit your live button, John. You might be behind a little bit. That might be why he was delayed some, Leslie. It might the live he might not be like live uh, because he just answered where he said he could hear me. Leslie's laughing. Linda says Jeff's a bad boy. Paula says we got trees around. And David says, in case of bad storms tonight, go to middle of home, put your head between your legs, and kiss your butt goodbye. Goodbye. That's right, David. And Connie says, I can hear you. And Leslie's laughing at David. Leslie says, I can't get my head down there. Paula's laughing. Well, I definitely can't get my head between my legs. I don't want to get my head between my legs. I'll let somebody else put their head between my legs. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, gosh, I'm awful. I apologize. That one sort of slipped out. Paula's laughing. Jimbo says, seems like traffic. Yeah, it's in spurts, Jimbo, as far as here in the great city of Lenore. That Paula says, I hate that position. Diamondback's laughing. Hey, if YouTube grandmother Virginia's in here listening and not chatting, I apologize, Virginia. Oh, who's laying down on the horn? What the heck was they doing that for? Them dump trucks going right there. That's who was laying down on the horns. I don't know if they're just being stupid or what. You never know what you'll see or what'll happen in Lenore. Yeah. Linda, Big O. Pam says, oh, Jeff. Jimbo says, oh, no, Jeff, here we go. Diane says, head between the legs, spurting. Oh, heck, Jeff. Everybody's laughing. He says, y'all have a good night. I'm at work and got to get to it. Take care. Hey, don't work too hard, Kentucky Leisure. I appreciate you coming in. Paula's laughing. Jimbo says, they heard what Jeff said. It wouldn't surprise me who watches that, because there's more people, even though it's showing 30 right now watching, there's more than that that's actually watching. It's just people that doesn't have an account. And I don't know how many is actually in here till I end the show. When I end the show, it tells me how many was exactly watching. But there's 30 of us in here, though, that's watching that's got YouTube accounts. That's where that number's coming from. But when I end the show, though, I'll have a bigger number, and that's because you've got people that's watching that doesn't have an account, but they're watching. So there's no telling who all watches me. I have no clue. No, it wasn't the brakes. That was their horns. That was their horns they was laying down on Erica. Nancy says, I knew this was going to happen. Linda says, crack the carrot, Jeff. Paula's put the number ones up. Leslie says, Jeff has a sign on his car that says, honk if you're horny. Clearly that driver wants some. I do not, Leslie. Erica says, I just cracked my dang neck. And Diane's laughing. Well, that little comment that slipped out of me has turned it into a lively show now. Which, I mean, that's how it usually goes. Leslie's laughing. That's what we like doing. We like try to kid around a little bit, you know, keep it, I guess, PG-13/R, you know, not R, but pushing the limits of R rating. Yeah, the sky is getting pretty now that the sunset's going down. You know, of course, we can't really see the sunset. Linda says, are you circumcised? Oh, that's a little bit of a personal question there, Linda. Paula says, I'm going to play bingo. Hey, that's fine, Paula. Go on. Go play bingo. That's perfectly okay with me. If I get on tonight, I'll look for you in there. I just don't know if I'll be on VR tonight or not. And Leslie goes, whoa, Linda. And Diane's keeping her mouth hushed on that one. Erica says, have you heard of Jay Hickman? Wait a minute, Jay Hickman. That name sounds familiar, Erica. That name sounds familiar to me, Erica. Jimbo says PG-13, sometimes it gets to PG-15 or 16. Yeah, we'll talk later, Paula. And Diane's laughing. Oh, Lordy. So finally starting to get dark, and here it is, almost 15 after 9. Finally starting to get dark. Yeah, because I'm trying to think. I know last year I was gone all during the summertime hours. And the year before that, I was mainly gone during the summer. So that's why I knew when I went live tonight, I said, man, they're going to get to see Lenore in the daylight. There's Scott. There's Brother Scott. Hey, Scott, right quick, because I'm probably getting ready to get off here in just a little bit. So before I forget, hey, don't forget to text me your address for Saturday, because as far as I know, I'm still going to be able to make it. At least as of right now, Lord willing and the creek doesn't rise, I'll still be, look, hold on a minute. Right quick, hold on. But look, that, from my distance, that cloud right there, it kind of looks like Rocky with his fist up, with his glove on. It kind of look, from a distance it does. So I've got it zoomed in so it don't look like Rocky. But there for a second it looked like Rocky Balboa. That cloud right there. Anyhow, but yeah, Scott, text me your address whenever you get a chance, if you don't mind. Everybody's saying hey to Scott. Oh, you're fine, Scott. You can always watch the replay if you get time or if you want to. No big deal. I'm, like I said, more than likely I'm going to get to see you Saturday. Ed says, hey Jeff, I have held back a question for 3 months. Can I ask it? Yo, what do you want to ask, Ed? And everybody's saying hey to Scott. Erica says, look him up if you like jokes, but ask for forgiveness after. Okay, maybe that's how I know that name. Maybe I've probably seen some of that, Erica, now that you mention that. Scott says, I'll do that right now, and you better make it. Yeah, as far as I know, I'm still going to be able to make it, Scott, unless if something out of my control happens. But I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and text me now. It'll come through the phone. I just won't open it up, so that way it don't mess up the live show. David says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Scott. And everybody's saying, hey, Scott. Let's see. Larry says, I think I just saw an uncircumcised cow fly by. Well, I don't know if I'd want to see that or not, Larry. Fred says, our creek is rising, but we will be there. And Diane says, oh my God, Larry. And everybody's going, Larry. Leslie's laughing. Erica says, dang, Larry. And it says, hey, Jeff, do you know what the two tampons said to each other when they passed on the street? No, give me a minute. The two tampons, probably something to do with the string. It's probably something to do with the string, I'm gonna guess. Go ahead and tell me what they said. Try to. Oh, Erica says try to milk it. It's, I'm gonna wait and let Ed answer it. It might be that try to milk it. I don't know. Oh no, Erica's talking about the cow that was hung, going flying by Larry. I know what Erica's talking about now. There's so many different conversations that go on. I have to keep up with who's talking about what. I was like, what the hell's the tampon got to do with milk? And that's me, not you, Erica. That's me. That was where I was confusing myself. Scott says, hey everyone, sorry that I can't say hey to everyone, but Amber has me to the point that I don't know whether to scratch my watch or wind my, I think that's a dog. And then Diane's laughing at Scott. Ed says nothing, they were stuck up guns. Oh my God. That's a good one, Ed. I'll have to remember that one. Leslie, you gotta admit, Leslie, that is a pretty good one. I mean, me and Leslie's definitely heard worse. But that's probably one of the rougher ones on YouTube. As far as YouTube wise. Jimbo's laughing. That is pretty good though. Lord have mercy. Erica says, them tampons ain't the best thing. But wait a minute. Them tampons ain't the best thing, but they were right up there. But they're right up there. Yeah, what's that joke? There's another joke that's kind of similar to what Erica's just saying there. Something to do with the best thing, but they're right up there. There's another joke about that same saying. Linda says, there's that C word every woman hates. Yeah. I apologize, ladies. I was just reading the comment. I apologize. Scott says there's no donkey or Amber emoji, so no. Oh, gotcha. So I figured you was meaning ass, but I wasn't sure. And Ed's giving the boom and or the muscle emblem emoji. Leslie says I think it's funny. Diane says, yep, Linda, that's the one word that makes me want to kick someone's butt. And then Erica goes, Jay Hickman. Yeah, I guess I'd forgot about that word because I know I've told y'all the two that I don't say. And so I guess I got to add even though I read it out loud right there, I guess I'll have to add a third one there. You know, because I don't say the B word, and I don't say GD, and I don't say, I guess I'll have to remember to really not say the C word. I didn't think much about that word. I mean, because I guess I don't have that on my mind, really. Linda says, Diane, I'm with you on that one. And Dry Creek says, we're back. Was talking to some people, imagine that. And Leslie says, don't worry about it, Jeff. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it, Leslie. I can see though why some women would be offended by the C word though. I'm not saying all y'all in here or any of y'all in here. I just never did give it much thought to myself though, because like I said, y'all know I don't say the B word, and I don't say the GD either, but I guess I'll let everything else fly. And Diane says, it's okay, Jeff. Well, yeah, I just but I get why y'all are with that joke, because that was a funny joke. I will have to admit, that was a funny joke. But I get why that would offend. That would probably, the C word would probably do more offense to women versus the B word. Now that I look at it that way, I know the B word is definitely disrespectful, and I guess the C word would kind of be disrespectful too. But if you're telling a joke, then that's where it would make it different. If you're telling it in a joke. Oh, you don't have to apologize, Ed. Nobody's talking bad about you or saying anything bad about what you did. They were just saying in general. Because like I said, though, you had it in with a joke. It ain't like you were just saying it to be saying it. And you had it in with a joke. That's why it made it so funny, too. Because I didn't see that coming. I thought it was going to have to do something with the strings. You can call me the B word. I don't. Yeah, no, Leslie. I'm not calling nobody that. Scott says, man and woman, they're getting ready to go out on a date. The man asked the woman to run to the store and pick him up a pack of smokes right quick. She came back with rolling paper and tobacco. That's a good one too, Scott. Diane says, my ex called me that once. He got paid with a two before between the legs. And I can understand that, Diane. I can understand that. It says, I apologize for those that did offend, but I've held it for 3 months. No, don't worry about it, Ed. My channel's free and easy. We know what issues, what topics not to jaw about as far as on here, but everything else is free reign. Everything else is free reign. I mean, if y'all want to type the B word or any of them other words, that's completely fine with me too. I might not read them certain words out loud, but I'll do my best to read them and just change those 2 words that I don't say up. Change them up. Erica says, after their strings they get pulled, they can talk. After their strings get pulled, they can talk. Erica. Diane says, Ed, it's fine. It was a joke. Scott says, the man tells the woman, if I have to roll my own, you do too. And Erica says, you're good, Ed. That shit was funny. And Leslie says, it's only Erica. Oh, wait a minute. And Linda says, Jeff, we're not going to take it personal. I know how you are known tampons have strings. Haha. Ed is PK. We're family. And it's okay. We're family. Lord have mercy. Wait a minute. What'd Fred say? So call you the boss, Leslie. And that's where she says she's not easily offended. And Erica says, what would C's be without D's? So I'm caught up on all that. Had to read all that backwards, though. Let's see. Get back down here. Diane says, Ed, it's fine. It was a joke. Diane's laughing with Erica. Scott says, that was a long joke, but it just came to my mind. Ed says, that's a good one, Scott. Linda says, Ed, it was funny. And Leslie, what'd you retract, Leslie? You don't never retract stuff. So, hey, while we're telling crazy jokes, and I got to change the words up on this one, but this one comes from the bingo hall. Let me make sure I tell it right. Some of y'all might have already heard this one too. Let me see what Leslie was saying right quick. I was telling you that you missed comments, but you went back and read it. Yeah, I did do that, Leslie. That was my fault. So I'm caught up now. So here's the joke that I know, or that I found out before I went to the beach. And I said, I got to remember that one. I said, I will tell that one because I know Blaine's not in here right now, but I know Fred's going to know what I'm getting ready to tell. I told Fred, I said, yeah, I'll tell that one on mine. I'll just change the words up a little bit. Daughter's with her daddy. Daughter asks her daddy, says, Daddy, if I have nuts on my wall, is that considered walnuts? Dad goes, yes. Daughter says, well, Daddy, if I have nuts on my chest, is that considered chestnuts? The daddy says, that's correct, daughter. Well, then the daughter says, well, Daddy, if I've got nuts on my chin, are those chin nuts? Daddy says, hell no, witch. You gotta, you know, you got the D in your mouth. Oh my God, I about fell in the floor on VR when I heard that. I was in tears. I mean, like I said, I kept it clean in case Virginia's listening. I kept it as clean as possible. But it's how that person told it in bingo though that had me laughing so hard. It's like, heck no, witch, you got you know what in your mouth. Jeff, if you read my last 3 comments, you'll get the joke. Let's see. Wait a minute. Yeah, I saw all your comments, Scott. Whoa, wait a minute. I missed that one. Scott says, the next date night, the man and woman are getting ready to go out. The woman asks the man to go get her some tampons right quick. The man thinks and brings back a bag of cotton balls and rubber bands. Then the man tells the woman, if I have to roll my own, you... Okay, I get it now. I did miss that comment. I apologize, Scott. Scott, you're as bad as me, Scott. Oh Lord. Yep. That's from Ninja. Fred told who that joke came from. Linda says, Jeff, when I was driving, I pulled out in front of this woman and she let the C word at me, and the guys at the garage down the street were yelling, fight, fight. Hey, Lordy. Well, it's 9:30. I guess I can end it on a dirty joke. Get up here, Toots, so that way they can tell you bye and stuff. Say bye to you. Come here. Come on, because I know you're ready to eat and stuff. And plus, I got stuff I need to still be doing and getting done. Anyhow, let me flip the camera around so y'all can see the start of the show. Oh Lord, I forgot to unzoom. We're gonna have to go to the back seat probably because I forgot to unzoom. Leslie says, I saw that joke the other day. What a coincidence. Oh really? Oh, that's cool. David says, always a great show. Good night. Hey, if we're zoomed in, I apologize. I forgot to fix the zoom back. I can go back here in the hold on a minute, Toots. Let me go back here. No, sit still. I'm not going nowhere. Come here. Come back here. In case we're zoomed in. Come here. There you go. All right. Just in case I'm zoomed in. I don't know if I'm zoomed in or not. But hey, we definitely had fun tonight. I appreciate everybody coming in. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I guess I'll be live again next Tuesday. If anything changes though, I'll let y'all know. I'll throw up a video or something. Other than that, Scott, Fred, I know Blaine's not in here, but anybody else that might be in here, I guess I'll see y'all Saturday. Other than that, as always, me and Fur Baby here love each and every one of y'all. We always have a good time in here. We always enjoy it. Hope y'all do too. And Lord willing and the creek doesn't rise, we'll see y'all next week. And we'll see some of y'all Saturday. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. All right, you can hop back up front up there. I'm coming back up front. key. I didn't know if it was zoomed in or not. So I think it zoomed in. I think I forgot to unzoom it. That Dry Creek's laughing. Yeah, Ed, you did. Ed said Tootsie was smaller in person than what she looked like on camera. I didn't think you were zoomed, but this is hilarious. Yeah. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week. I tell you people what thought that Tootsie is one per. Oh, thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. And it was really, really good to meet y'all in person too. I enjoyed our little get together, our meet and greet, all our talks we had. Enjoyed every bit of that. Hopefully one of these days I'll have met all y'all that come in here. We'll see y'all next week. Love everybody. Good night from Kat. Good night, Amanda. I'm glad, Ed. I'm glad you feel that way. Same goes for me. Yeah, I'm getting ready to hop off too, Jimbo. I'm getting ready to end it. I was just letting all y'all tell each other good night. But we'll see y'all next week. Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise.